Did you ever wondered how long it will take before your lawn is back to a healthy state after you scarified it? I did, so I made pictures over the last month after I scarified it to the healthy status that it already looks now, and I think it even will go better. I created this video about it as a sort of time lapse. Maybe it's also interesting for you. And I'm not a gardener, I'm not selling you anything. I thought it's just fun to see how long it will take before it's back to a healthy state. And if you're a bit hesitant to scarify your lawn, I completely understand. I had exactly the same. But if I need to do it again, and I can look back at this, I think I have way less worries. So this is how my lawn looks right now. It's not completely full of moss or anything, but yeah, there's not that much grass left in some spots. Some of those bigger patches are actually from molehills. They really messed up parts of the lawn near the end of last season, so I really wanted to restore that a bit. I'm not scarifying because of the moss. I mainly want to open up the soil a bit, so to refresh everything, and then throw some new grass seed over the whole lawn. And I don't do this often, maybe once a year, or better said, once every few years. And because this lawn isn't extremely big, I'm just using a simple scarifier I bought on Amazon. It's nothing professional. It works fine for me, although I honestly hate that it's wired and not cordless. The cable really became annoying, as you can probably see later when I start struggling with it. But for something I don't use very often, it's good enough. And this is what the lawn looks like after scarifying the whole thing. You can really see small lines and cuts in the soil now. The machine basically scratches through the top layer of the lawn and pulls out dead material. Moss, which is not my biggest problem, and loose grass. And honestly here, when you first look at it afterwards, it almost feels wrong. Especially in some of these areas where there was already very little grass to begin with. If you never scarified a lawn before, this is probably the moment where you start wondering if you just destroyed your entire lawn instead of improving it. And that's actually one of the reasons why I wanted to properly film this process this time. Because every single time before I scarify the lawn, I hesitate, especially when the lawn already looks weak in certain places. You start thinking, maybe I should leave it alone, maybe this is too aggressive and there won't be any grass left afterwards. Will it ever start growing again? But the funny thing here is, I already know from experience that this happens almost every time. Right after scarifying, the lawn always looked much worse before it starts looking better again. But once new grass seed goes in, temperature goes up a bit and the lawn starts growing again. It usually recovers surprisingly well, as you see later in the time lapse of the months after. So even though it looks like brutal right now, this is actually the stage where the lawn gets the chance to become healthier and thicker again. After scarifying and overseeding the lawn, the next step is water. I used to have a rainbird irrigation system, but the long waiting times really started to frustrate me. So I ended up building my own incredibly responsive smart irrigation system instead. It now works flawlessly together with Home Assistant and honestly turned into a pretty awesome do-it-yourself project. I also made a separate video about the entire setup, so if you're into smart irrigation or garden automation, you might enjoy that one too. I explain from start to end how you can build that by yourself. This is the time lapse with some pictures over the period of March 18 till May 11. It's not that precise, because I only took a few pictures every couple of days. And the positions differ slightly too. To keep the time lapse reasonably short, I'm showing 4 pictures from different angles per screen, so that you can see the change over time. And even though it's not perfectly aligned, it's still fun to see how the lawn changes over time. But the biggest difference will be visible in the video at the end of May 21, today. This is the time lapse. I'll stay quiet for a moment. Enjoy! That was the short time lapse. And as I already mentioned, it's not that sharp and precise as I had in mind before, but I think it's useful and fun to see. If you didn't watch it at all, but just meditated on the background sounds, fine by me. And bookmark this video as a meditation video. Now let's go outside and I'll show you how the lawn looks like May 21 and wrap up. So this is the first time that I'm using the camera in this vlog style. So let's see how that works. And I'm really happy with how it looks like now after about 2 months. Definitely the part with the most sun is recovered very well. And while editing the video, I was thinking, such a long video for a crappy time lapse of less than a minute. Yeah, sorry for that. But I hope it's interesting to see how well the lawn recovered after about 2 months. Definitely looking at the damage that we did to it. And I'm also happy to see that the dogs can fully enjoy it again. And there are still those spots that are not fully recovered. But as it is still early in the season, I hope they will be better in some time. On the front side, this was one of the bad parts, and that also recovered very well. And no surprise, the parts where I'm walking more is also less thick. But it's good to see that the parts where the molehills were also are recovering very well. They're still not that thick and full as the rest of the lawn, but I think that will also be better in some time. And I hope you liked it, or that it was useful for you to have an idea how quick your lawn recovers after you scarify it. And as said, I also fertilized it, so that definitely helps, of course. And if you like this kind of content, then check my other videos as well. It is a bit of variety of like technical stuff, but also related to my banana plants and everything that pops up my mind that I'm enthusiastic about. Another green video that I'm currently creating is about my banana plants. The first part is online, where I'm trying to recover them after the winter. And I'm trying to grow them as good, reproduce them as fast as possible, to create a tropical vibe in my garden. And while we're here, also something that I have in mind, creating a waterfall of the size that you can really stand under. So if you like those kind of things, then follow my journey. And check the rest of the videos and become a subscriber. Help me in growing the channel. As for now, thanks for watching. I'm John, this was Forest Guy Builds, and I hope to see you in one of my next projects.